A human foot has once again been discovered.
On August 20th, 2007, a 12-year-old girl made a chilling discovery on the shores of British Columbia's Jedediah Island. While walking along the beach, she stumbled upon a solitary blue and white 12-inch men running shoe. Curiosity piqued. She decided to investigate further. She searched inside the shoe and found only a lone sock. Her curiosity grew further, and she searched into the sock. And what she found inside would shake anyone up: a severed human foot. Just 6 days later, in the rough and tough world of Gabriola Island, a Vancouver couple was trying to enjoy a peaceful coastal walk when they stumbled upon something. It was another shoe. Inside that black and white Reebok shoe, they found a badly decomposed human foot, adding another creepy twist to the story. The creepy part was that this new discovery looked just like the previous one, a men's size 12 foot. But things got even weirder when it turned out that these 2 feet were definitely not a pair. They were both right feet, wearing different shoes. Something seriously shady was going on here. The cops were totally puzzled by this find. Gary Cox from the Royal Canadian Mounted Police couldn't believe it either. He said, "Finding 2 severed feet in such a short time is seriously suspicious. It's like winning the worst lottery ever. I've heard of people being clumsy, but this is just mind-boggling." In the following year, an additional 5 severed feet mysteriously washed ashore along Canadian beaches in close proximity. These creepy discoveries got people really worked up and set the media gossip mills spinning. Were there some serial weirdos out there, hiding in the dark? Did this person have some seriously twisted foot fetish? Over the span of the next 12 years, a total of 15 severed human feet surfaced mysteriously in the vicinity of Vancouver Island, within the intricate waves of water passages known as the Salish Sea. All these creepy discoveries were feet inside sneakers, except for one lonely foot in a beat-up hiking boot. These spooky sneaker-covered body parts became famous, and they even got their own Wikipedia page. But as they got more famous, there were also more weird pranks happening. Some troublemakers filled shoes with chicken bones or dog skeletons and scattered them along Canadian beaches to keep the mystery alive. For more exciting content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Informants contacted law enforcement with a variety of speculations concerning the source of the severed feet. Laura Yazagian, a forensic anthropologist specializing in human identification at the British Columbia Coroner Service, disclosed, "We receive a wide range of intriguing leads, ranging from suspicions of serial killers to speculations about submerged containers filled with migrants or even extraterrestrial involvement. We've even had psychic calls on nearly every occasion offering their assistance." When it comes to solving this crime mystery, forget about detectives or psychics. Science is the real hero here. It's the key to figuring out all the weird stuff, like why these random feet keep showing up on British Columbia's shores. But let me tell you, the way they're investigating this is anything but ordinary. Want to know their crazy technique? Keep watching to find out. ACE, such as the perplexing occurrence of disembodied feet washing up on the specific shores of British Columbia. However, the investigative journey that delves into these questions takes a decidedly unconventional path. To figure out where these creepy detached body parts are coming from, they started a wild investigation technique. And do you want to know what the technique was? Stay tuned. To uncover the mystery of these floating feet that seem to have escaped their owners, we need to dive deep into the underwater world of body decomposition. We're talking about the possibility of severed feet coming loose and drifting away. Crazy, right? Scientists have been studying how bodies break down at forensic labs all over the US. But here's the kicker. They've been doing it on dry land. No one's had the guts to dunk a body in the deep, unforgiving ocean yet. During the scorching summer of 2007, forensic expert Gail Anderson, affiliated with Simon Fraser University, embarked on a research endeavor commissioned by the Canadian Police Research Centre. Her mission: unravel the mysteries surrounding the rapid decomposition of homicide victims submerged in the unforgiving depths of the ocean. Bound by ethical constraints forbidding the use of human cadavers, she turned to an unlikely substitute: a dead pig. After that, Anderson went on to secretly drop more pig corpses into the Strait of Georgia, which is an important part of the Salish Sea. The crazy part is, his creepy experiments showed that some hungry creatures could turn a dead body into just bones in less than 4 days. So, what's the deal with the feet? Well, it appears that in the criminal underworld of underwater scavengers, creatures like crustaceans have a preference for avoiding bones and other tough obstacles. Instead, they have a taste for tearing through the softer, fleshy parts. Now, consider this. Our ankles are predominantly composed of pliable materials like ligaments and various connective tissues. Consequently, if a lifeless body wearing shoes were to find itself submerged in the murky depths of the Salish Sea, it's highly likely that scavengers would swiftly descend upon it, ripping it apart and detaching the feet from the rest of the body in no time at all. Sneakers manufactured within the past 10 years are highly likely to exhibit buoyancy characteristics. This phenomenon can be attributed to the proliferation of gas-infused pockets within sneaker soles, as evident in some sneaker discoveries within the Salish Sea. Additionally, during this period, the materials employed in sneaker soles have notably reduced in weight, featuring an increased infusion of air, resulting in enhanced buoyancy properties. In simpler terms, these sneakers now have the ability to float. You won't believe it, but the guy who knows the most about the secrets of the Salish Sea is Parker McCready, a super smart oceanography professor from the University of Washington in Seattle. He's made this fancy computer model that shows the coastal waters in the Pacific Northwest, including the mysterious Salish Sea. He says it's a really detailed picture, showing how the tides, tricky winds, sneaky river currents, and the weird ocean stuff all work together, and it's scarily accurate. But the real people behind the Salish Sea feet puzzle were still a big mystery. Detectives started looking for clues by checking out missing persons cases. They carefully compared the DNA from each foot with a huge collection of over 500 unsolved missing persons cases in British Columbia. They also used a new program called the National Missing Persons DNA Program of Canada, which started in 2018 to help them find the truth. Using DNA analysis, the detectives were able to link 9 chopped-off feet to 7 people who mysteriously disappeared. The oldest case goes all the way back to 1985 when a hiker vanished. But guess what? His foot, still in a hiking boot, showed up in 2011. And in the latest case, a young guy who disappeared in 2016 had his foot wash up on an island in Puget Sound in 2019. This just makes the whole investigation into these creepy cases even more confusing. The British Columbia Coroner's Service has said that, in the crime cases they looked into in Canada, they didn't find any murders. Sometimes the evidence showed that people died by accident or by their own choice, like a sad situation where a lady jumped off a bridge. But there were some incidents which didn't have any clue. Like a strange case from 2019, someone found a young man's foot in Puget Sound. The police couldn't say for sure if he was killed by someone or if he took his own life. It's really hard to figure out how someone died when there are no witnesses and all you have is a detached foot. In British Columbia, there are still 5 feet that nobody knows who they belong to. But, you see, it's actually pretty exciting that Mother Nature gives us clues that could help solve unsolved mysteries, especially in the world of crime videos. Even after a long time has passed, a missing person might suddenly become part of a murder investigation, all because of some unusual footprints, scavenging clues, and new shoe technology. In the world of crime, there are moments when unforeseen hints take us on unexpected journeys, ones we could never have envisioned, provided that we possess the determination, resilience, and courage to pursue them. Sometimes these hints take us down the wrong path in our crime-solving journey. The bad guys leave behind very tiny clues, almost like they're playing a sneaky game with us, wearing sneakers as they go. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos.